Hi guys, it's Hani here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna make fig Newton's cookies. So let's get started. To make the filling, you need dry figs. I'm using Kalamata crown figs, lemon juice, water, and orange liqueur, lemon zest, and also some brown sugar. First I'm gonna remove this little piece. I find that it's really tough. I think it's like a part of a stem. So you want to chop up the figs into smaller pieces. You can also use kitchen shears for this. Just be very careful. I ended up cutting my finger with these. And it was bleeding for 30 minutes. It was crazy. So I guess it's safer for me to use a knife. So to the figs you can add brown sugar, lemon juice, water, orange liqueur, and lemon zest. You're gonna cook this on low heat, simmering, covered with a lid. It's gonna take about 20 to 30 minutes depending on how dry the figs are. If in the process when you are stirring it, you wanna stir it every 5 minutes or so, just so it doesn't burn in case all of the liquid is absorbed by the figs. If you see there are no bubbles, you may want to add a little more water just so you don't burn the figs. And once they are really soft, you can put them in a food processor and process them until smooth. Filling is going to be dense. You don't want it to be watery. That's why we are only adding a little bit of liquid to the figs when we are cooking them. So at this point the filling is very hot. We have to let it cool completely before we can make the cookies. Now I'm gonna fill the piping bag with the filling. Filling can be made ahead of time and you can have it in a fridge. Let it come to room temperature before using. Alright, for the cookie dough I'm using butter. I'm using brown sugar and granulated sugar. I'm using baking soda, salt, and cardamom, eggs, vanilla extract, and flour. You need to separate the egg yolks from egg whites. In this recipe we are going to use egg yolks only. You can reserve the egg whites for egg white omelette or you can make meringue cookies. Now start by creaming the butter with brown sugar and granulated sugar. While that's happening, you can sift the flour and dry ingredients. Now don't forget to scrape the bowl a few times. Now you can add the egg yolks, vanilla extract, and now we can add flour. You want to add the flour gradually, stirring on low setting. Now using your hands, you want to knead the dough until it comes together. You just want to gather it up into a ball and then flatten it into a disc. You're going to wrap it in a plastic wrap and put it in a fridge for about 30 minutes. Now here comes the fun part. We're going to make the cookies. You want to divide the dough into sections. Line your work surface with plastic wrap. Take one piece of your cookie dough and just press it into a log. You can't really roll this dough, it starts to crumble if you try to roll it. And then put another piece of plastic wrap on the top. And now using a rolling pin, you want to flatten it out into a long rectangle. You want the layer to be fairly thin. We're looking into about 4 inches wide, and it doesn't really matter how long, I mean as long as your cutting board allows you to go. So now, as you see here, I'm using a ruler just to mark where the 4 inches are, and we're gonna use pastry wheel to cut it. Now you can remove the leftover dough and you can reuse it for another layer. Now take the filling and pipe it in the center of your cookie rectangle. Lift up the plastic sheet and fold it over the filling, and then press very, very gently, just so you spread the filling, you flatten it out a little bit. And now you want to repeat with the other side. You want to overlap the first section with another cookie layer, and then you want to press gently. Alright, and now we are ready to cut the cookies. You can cut this as big or as small as you'd like. You can transfer the cookies onto the baking sheet. You can leave about ½ inch between each cookie or so. They are not gonna spread a whole lot, so you can leave them like that. And this is how they are baked. They're gonna be very lightly golden brown on the bottom. You wanna let them cool, and then you can transfer them onto a cooling rack and cool completely. And that's how you make Fig Newtons cookies. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Hopefully you'll give this recipe a try. It's really, really yummy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.